morning. I want to thank you all for coming to this brief but vital interprofessional training on code stroke. When a stroke hits, every second counts. So does the teamwork. Today we're calling the learning Fast, Focused, and Unified, Improving Team Communication During Code Stroke Activations. Stroke is the leading cause of death and a leading cause of serious disability. But prompt, coordinated care can dramatically reduce the long-term effects. In the United States, every 40 seconds, someone has a stroke. Code stroke activation is a high-stakes, high-collaboration process, as we all know, where clear roles and good communication can mean the difference between recovery and disability. Understanding not just your role, but the role of others is important to cultivate a successful code stroke. Let's look at everyone involved in a code stroke. We start with EMS. EMS is the first on the scene. They're the first to assess a patient. If they believe that this patient may be a stroke patient, they're going to call ahead to the hospital. They're going to talk to nursing. Nursing at this point is waiting for the ambulance to get there. They'll talk with registration. Registration has to admit this patient to the emergency department. Sometimes we don't know all the patient information and we might have to use an anonymous patient until we get all the proper information from the patient or their family. Patient comes into the ED, they're registered. Now nursing does their first assessment. The nurse gets the ED provider involved. The ED provider quickly does the NIH stroke scale, assessing the patient. They order a CAT scan, and they begin the treatment protocol. Hopefully by now, someone has called imaging to let them know that the patient is coming. Imaging will then prioritize the code stroke patient, clearing the CT scanner until that patient gets there. They'll perform the CT and they'll talk to the radiologist to get a wet read for the ED provider. Why is this all so important? Because time is brain. Every second wasted kills 2 million brain cells. We aim for door to TPA in less than 60 minutes, which means everything had to happen properly before that to get to that 60-minute mark. These goals are tight, but with preparation and teamwork, they're definitely achievable. Clear communication in code stroke can prevent delays and errors. SFAR is a communication tool that helps handoffs be clear and communicated well. Situation, background, assessment, and recommendation. Some of us have used SFAR or something like that in our everyday healthcare jobs. This is the tool we will be using for our simulations and for all code strokes moving forward. Now I'm going to show you 2 videos on communication, and we will talk about each of these videos after they're completed. Here's video number 1.
May I have your name and date of birth, please?
My name is June Osborne. My
Hang on a
date of
second.
birth.
Hey, wait, I have a patient.
Didn't they call?
No, nobody called.
This is a stroke code.
Well, nobody called.
Oh my gosh.
That's my CAT scan team, so let's give them some kudos for their acting in this video. Now let's take a minute and analyze this video. Next, we're going to watch the second video And again, afterwards, we're gonna take some time to analyze the communication after this video.
CAT scan, Joanne.
Hey Joanne, Shay from the ED. We have a code stroke coming in T-minus 1 minute.
Okay, I'll get the room set up. The table's empty.
Okay.
Thank you.
This communication was much different than the first communication, so let's take a minute and talk about this. Now that you've seen the key roles and time points, we're going to walk through a tabletop simulation. Your job in the simulation is to do your role, use the SBAR communication tool, and track performance against our timing benchmarks. All right, as we saw after our tabletop mock drill, even experienced teams can stumble. Common pitfalls that we saw were unclear responsibilities, incomplete handoffs, and delays in transport to imaging. We will review all of these again after our mock simulation run through. We will debrief. We will do our post-test, which is the same as our pre-test. See if any of your answers changed, and then we will go over the correct answers. And then a reflection of this hour-long learning you did today. Did this benefit you? Do you understand other teams' roles and responsibilities better? Do you understand the whys? Any feedback is really appreciated. We want to make this course beneficial to everyone. Success does not require perfection, but it helps when you're prepared. A great code stroke is when everyone knows their role, they communicate clearly, and works the protocol as a team. The 4 key takeaways that you need for a code stroke: know your role, use SBAR or another communication tool, work the clock, less than 60 minutes for TPA, and reflect and improve. You can reflect and improve upon every stroke patient that you have. And in fact, for the next 3 months, we are going to be doing debriefs on all of our strokes. And hopefully this will help us find out what we could be doing better. We can't prevent every stroke, but we can control how we respond, and our response can save a life. Thanks for coming, and thank you for your commitment to excellent stroke care.